Allah chose every single person watching to listen to this.
Allah chose you to go through such a huge test. And He knows you're going to cry, you're going to miss, you're going to go through mental, like turbulence and whatever, to what degree. But whatever He's told you to do as a result will heal you. It will remedy you. It will help you. So keep going in your relation with Allah. Don't give that up. Don't give that up. And ultimately, I want to end on this note. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself, one man, singularly, he went through more than all of us have ever been through in our lives. Talk about loss of parents. I said that earlier. He lost both parents. Loss of his uncle, loss of his grandfather, loss of his wife, loss of his children, one by one, little ones, older ones who had kids, ones who didn't have kids, ones who were married, ones who were not married. He lost them all, besides one who passed away after him. What else? They stole his property, they stole his land, they stole his belongings, they stole his people's belongings. They tried to do this, they drove him out of Mecca. So much they did. Guess what? He was always a content person. Now you can ask the question, why would Allah do that? Or choose that type of destiny for His most beloved? Simple reason for us to learn a lesson, that if someone better than me went through much more than me, who am I? Who am I? May Allah help us.
You see, guidance comes to you, man. Don't ever think that you could guide anybody, or you're hearing one or two videos and you're being inspired. Nah. Allah guides you, and guess what? Allah gives wealth to those that deserve it and don't deserve it. But Allah doesn't give Islam to anybody. It's to those that deserve it, my God. That's what's important.
My beloved brothers and sisters, how disappointed, how sad and miserable a person would be if he or she stands on the day of judgment with 60 or 70 years of salat, and then you find out that none was accepted. You're excited. I've been praying for 60 years. And then you found out all was scattered dust because you heard this khutbah and you did not apply. Up to now, you are excused because of ignorance. After today, done. No more excuse. Allah chose every single person watching to listen to this, so they will not be in that position on the day of judgment.
The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are three categories of people whom Allah Almighty loves, and He smiles at them. Imagine Allah, Al-Malik, the King, Al-Rabb, the Compeller, Al-Jabbar, smiling at you. What must they have done to deserve the smile of Allah Al-Aziz, the Most Mighty? One of the three categories, he says, is a person who has a beautiful wife, a beautiful spouse, and a very comfortable, soft bedding. But then in the middle of the night, he gets up and he leaves his spouse, leaves his desire to remember Allah. So Allah Almighty will say to His angels, look at how my slave has left his bed and his desire in order to remember me. And if he wanted, he could have continued sleeping. Allah Almighty smiles at such a person. So you may think now, okay, what is the significance of the smile of Allah? What happens when Allah Jalla Jalaluhu smiles at a person? Imam Ahmad narrates in his Musnad that the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, answering this question, وَلَوْ ضَحِكَ رَبُّكَ لِعَبْدٍ فِي الدُّنْيَا فَلَا حِسَابَ عَلَيْهِ. When your Lord smiles at a person in the life of this world, He will not have any accountability on the Day of Judgment.